So Craig, what product are we reviewing today for the guys at home?
Instant knockout!
Fatality.
Hello there guys, welcome back into another review brought to you by the guys at Review Bros, including myself, Aaron.
And myself, Craig.
And today we're reviewing something we don't often do, simply because they do have a lot of interference with pre-workouts as such, and that is our good old friend, and I mean old friend, fat burners, in the form of this one by the guys at Raw Ambition. What's it called, Craig?
It's called Instant Knockout, and we're going to put it through the usual test as we cover the taste, the price, the label, and the effects, the main important factor that you'll look for.
Is this going to get you shredded for next summer as we decide your supplement goals? And if you're new to watching our videos, then please do us a massive favour. Please do subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button on this video, hit the bell icon so you get notified of all future reviews, because we put out at least 3 honest reviews per the week, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. But we're not going to keep you holding on any longer. Let's get into this one. First segment up is that taste and mixability, guys, and quite obviously we normally just mix our pre-workout powders and we actually get a flavour to talk to you guys about, but this one, it comes in a pill form, doesn't it?
It does, in a nice little vegan friendly capsule, so you're going to want to be taking 4 of these a day throughout the day to get you that max serving size.
Absolutely, guys. No aftertaste, no negative repeats of these pills which we've had in the past. Easily done. That is the truth behind the matter. And now we're going to get into the price. How much is this one setting you guys back?
Okay guys, price time. So where you're going to pick it up, you head over to rawambition.com, where this is on there for $59, right?
Absolutely, guys, and we are trying our very hardest to obtain some form of discount code that can be used across the, the products at Raw Ambition. This is not the only one. They do have quite a lot, so it's well worth checking out if you're heading in that general direction. So when you do the maths, you get 30 servings out of this, 30 times 4 pills, 120 pills in the bottle itself. So it's going to last you a month if you're using it on a daily basis, which when we move into the labelling, the effects, you'll see why that could be of some relevance. I can tell you it comes in at $1.96 per day. Now that is quite expensive for a fat burner, that's the truth of it, but that, remember, is going off that baseline price without any discount codes at the time of filming. Now if we do get one, it goes in the description below and it goes pinned at the top of the comments section, so do keep your eyes, thoroughly checking for that code. But yeah, that's the price range. Let's get into the label.
It's officially label time, guys. So 4 capsules gets you that serving size. We've got some vitamin D3, vitamin B6, vitamin B12 up the top. Nothing to write home about necessarily. It's just general health, bodily function type ingredients. So the first real one we're going to be looking at is glucomannan at 1,800 milligrams.
Which is derived from the elephant yam. Now what that does primarily from this formula, and I will just also add on to this, that is a very good dosage of that. I've seen, pills with 500 milligrams in. This is 1,800. So that's a good start, but it helps with satiation rates, as in making you feel fuller for longer, slows down digestion rates within the stomach, thus making you feel full for longer periods of time. So thus it works in a secondary way. The meals you have in advance of taking this pill, you will obviously use more calories, and after taking the pill, you'll want to eat less.
Yeah, so appetite suppression in a roundabout way, so we'll take it, it's a good thing. And then we've got green tea extract, 500 milligrams.
Which has been shown to give some level of antioxidant benefit, guys, health benefits there. But obviously, primarily it's fat burning effect. It has been shown to help metabolize fat cells within the body, thus ultimately giving you a long-lasting fat burning sensation and feel.
Nice, and some energy as a result of that. And speaking of which, we've got caffeine anhydrous next, 300 milligrams.
Yeah, very nice stimulant, guys. Gets you in the mood, 300 milligrams is not to be sniffed at. I'd actually say that's average for a pre-workout, let alone a fat burner. Now, in a roundabout way, that's going to boost metabolism and help burn through your fat cells within the body.
Nice. Then we've got L-theanine, 100 milligrams.
Which has been shown to taper off the effects of the caffeine, help you without a crash, so therefore your energy lasts a bit longer throughout the day. Has been shown to have nootropic function as well.
Lovely. Then we've got cayenne powder, 100 milligrams.
Which is an antioxidant. It also helps with anti-inflammatory benefits, pain relief, but it's also got carotenoids and flavonoids that help with metabolisation. Again, it's all just working in conjunction towards that primary goal of fat burning.
Yeah, and optimal digestion. Then we've got black pepper extract, 10 milligrams.
Which is nice to see in any pre-workout, any powder, any fat burner in the like of this one. It's been shown to help digest the ingredients aforementioned to really get them into the system, which is what you're going to need. You don't want to be wasting this product away.
Lovely. So a nice daily driver-esque sort of formula there. Obviously, it looks like it's fully relying on that first ingredient as the main needle mover in this scenario. So we'll see how it comes together in real world.
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
And guys, that moves us into the most important part of this and any other review, the effects of this product. Look at that bottle, that is pretty cool, right? This is how you take them. You take 4 pills a day. Now bearing in mind that label section, that is what is in total of those 4 pills. So each pill, for example, only contains 75 milligrams of caffeine, which I do think is relatively important to mention before you think we're taking 4 pills at 300 milligrams of caffeine. So we take one first thing before you even take your first breakfast meal. Then you take one just before lunch. You take one just after lunch. And then you take one before your final meal, about half hour to 45 minutes before your final meal, making sure not to be having that final meal necessarily, you know, straight before bed, because that caffeine will still keep you up.
And we do like that dose of caffeine as well, because it's around about the same amount as you'd get from a cup of coffee, which most people have through the day. So it's kind of replacing your coffee, but the caffeine's not so high cumulatively that you can't have the coffee as well.
Yeah, it's nice. It's with fat burning, with getting into that where you're eating less, and you just feel, you do, I'll be honest, when you're on a fat burner and you're in that element of burning fat, it's not an enjoyable place to be. That's the truth, right?
No.
You feel drained, you feel energyless, you feel...
Survival mode almost.
Yeah, you just feel like it's not a nice place to be fat burning. You like being able to eat what you want, don't you? But the caffeine at that 75 milligrams every few hours is nice. It's a nice pick-me-up. It's feel good. It's not extreme. Now, this is an important point, guys. This fat burner is not what you'd call a stim junkie fat burner.
No.
An extremely potent fat burner. But it's also one, as Craig mentioned, you could easily take on a daily basis, which... Anyone could use it. A beginner, you know, just someone who's just getting started on supplements and fat burners would be perfect for them. It's not going to blow your head off, not going to make you feel too uncomfortable. It's a nice, on-the-ball, mild fat burner is what I'd call it. And I would.
That doesn't... I don't want to sound negative, because it's got a wider audience that way.
Yeah. For some of these fat burners I've seen on the market, you wouldn't really want to take them every single day for a whole month or more, whereas this one I would be comfortable doing so. Now, for me, I don't know about yourself, most notable factor was the appetite suppression.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
100%, yeah. And we do believe it's down to a couple of ingredients, but namely the first one up on the label, wasn't it?
The elephant yam,
Cognac.
Yeah, that does work. That actually does work. It works to the level of some of the stim junkie pre-workouts where afterwards you do have that appetite suppression.
Yeah, you're not immediately looking forward to your next meal, are you? You just you just get on with your day almost.
Yeah, so if you want to do that, you want to be appetite suppressed, of course it's a thumbs up. If you're someone who, you know, like ourselves, we're trying to put on the mass, it's the opposite effect of what we would personally want.
Yeah.
But we do try these in full open-mindedness for you guys at home.
Pretending we're trying to burn fat almost.
Yeah, which is the important bit. So that for me was the most notable thing, which there's no way around it, that will lead to fat loss.
Yeah.
If you're not eating as much.
Yeah, and it just blends into your lifestyle quite easily, these pills. Like they don't outstay their welcome in terms of potency. They just blend in nicely.
Yeah, as Craig said, you can easily sip away on a coffee here and there throughout the day, or another caffeine product. It's not so much caffeine that it's going to take over. So yeah, for me, they were the two primary things really. The pick me up, nice, feel good energy, and the appetite suppression.
Yeah, and you could even still, if you really wanted to, still take a pre-workout at the end of the day, you know, or whenever you train. Because obviously you're getting 300 caffeine in this, you could take another 300 in a pre-workout and it, you know, you'd be absolutely fine. Some pre-workouts have 600 in it all in one go. So.
Yeah. Another thing that I actually should mention that wasn't as noticeable as the first two things, but I still think was noticeable.
Thermogenic effect?
Yeah. When you come to your actual training session of the day, should you do that? And with this sort of thing, you wouldn't necessarily even need to do that. You could take these on non-training days. But when you actually do some exercise to work along in conjunction with these fat burners, I did personally notice, I believe, a bit more of a thermogenic sweat feel. I felt a bit more sweaty. I felt a bit more heated. Central heating was kicked in. I felt a bit more in that fat burning zone. I don't know if that's
placebo-y to a
mental
degree.
or not, but I don't normally sweat much in the gym, but on these, the few days that I used them, I think I noticed that. So it does definitely put you in a thermogenic fat burning environment.
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, to sum up, is it the best fat burner on the market? No. Is it the worst? No. But we do think it is in that sweet spot where it has definitely got an audience, and a wide audience like we mentioned, because it's not a blow your head off one.
No, and the most important part with that saying of not the best one, it's not the strongest one. But that being said, I would be happy, like, it's very obvious this is a daily driver fat burner product that you could use a long period of time, which I think personally is more important, because fat burning isn't a 2 second,
It's
wonder.
a longevity thing, isn't it? Yeah. So the only thing we will touch on is the elephant in the room, is that price. It is expensive for nearly $2 a go, but bear in mind, guys, that is the base price. So if we do get a discount code and that brings that down, it would make it more reasonable. So there, on the base price, yes, there are better fat burners you can get for the money, but at the same time, if we do get a discount code, that could make this very well worth it.
That will be chucked in the description below, and it will also be pinned to the very top of our comments thread. So do keep your eyes peeled on that. Do I think it's worth that $60? I think if you really want a nice fat burner to the effects we've explained, then to some level, money isn't necessarily an object in front of your goals. It's tough because the longer we do this channel, the more fat burners come out. It's a tough cookie to cut, isn't it? As such. So yeah, let us know what you think of that label. Let us know what you think of the effects. Have you actually tried anything from Raw Ambition? Do check out their other products. We're going to get some other ones done very soon, actually. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. We want to thank them for sending it down to us for review. All of the goodies, really, guys. And if you're new here, as I mentioned earlier, then please do subscribe at this point. Do like the video for the free information we give, and do drop your thoughts, comments and other questions down below. It really does help the algorithms, guys, doesn't it? So at this point, as we say, stay.
As always.
As always.
Stay.
Stimmed and fat burning. And I think this will do it, guys. Instant knockout style. Yeah.